Now that we've written a few tests, 3 tests for the complicated page, and we've done some deliberate practice with everything, let's take a look at the complicated page to see the problems that we're going to run into and how to resolve those problems. So if we take a look at the complicated page now, you can see that it's beginning to get a little bulky. Right now, it's definitely not so bad, but we have only written 3 tests and it's already about 60 lines of code. And you can see that if we continue to work with this giant complicated page, we're going to run into a problem where our class is gigantic and harder to maintain because it's so gigantic. There's going to be so many things and you need to keep track of so many variables and methods and so on and so forth that your IDE is just going to become very bulky. So in order to improve that, we can actually start wrapping little sections of this page into their own classes. That's completely okay because it's going to make each of our classes smaller, and then it's actually going to make it even easier to interact with our IDE and to write automated functional tests. So for example, the way I would look at this page and logically break it out into sections is I would probably break it into a section called section of buttons, where I just interact with the buttons. A section of social media follows, where I just interact with the social media follows. And then even this section of random stuff is actually itself pretty big, so I might break it up into more sections than that. So I might write a class that's called section of random stuff, and then that section of random stuff might contain a class that's called left sidebar, the right sidebar, and then I don't know what we call this, the center posts, the center section. Yeah, the center section. So we could break it up like that. So actually, let's go through the code and let me show you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to implement one real time, and then I'll explain you what I did, and then we'll implement another one again after you understand what I did.